and rock.
Ooh yeah. Well, alright, we're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. We're jamming, and I.
Hello folks, welcome to another Taste Buds episode, and this is an impromptu one, guys. The reason why I'm doing this video is because a couple months ago, one of my friends, Auntie Cherry, you may have seen her in a couple of my previous videos, she gave me a little bag of sea moss, and guys, this bag was so small. It was just like a little clump of sea moss, and I put it in the cupboard, not paying much attention to it. I've never prepared sea moss before, and so I just thought to myself, you know what, self, leave that for a time when you can go to it, or when you're idle, and so this past weekend I stumbled upon it in the cupboard, and I decided to just take it out, and I was gonna throw it away. But then I said, you know what, let me just put it in some water. And guys, I did. So I put it in water and left it overnight. And it blew me away. When I got up this morning and looked at this little clump of sea moss that I had gotten, it had doubled in amount. And it was just a different thing, completely different. And so I decided to just shoot this video just to show you the finishing process, because immediately it piqued my interest, and I said, you know what, I'm going to check this out. So that's what I'm doing. Look at the sea moss, guys. Unfortunately, this is what I have to show you, because I didn't show you the dry version, but this is the soaked sea moss, and what happens when it is dry, it is tough and almost like how ramen noodles look, and when it is wet, it is immediately a whole different kettle of fish, a whole different component totally. It has a slippery texture, and from what I understand, it can be soaked up to 4 hours or overnight, which is best. And then once you soak it, you have two different ways of preparing this. You may want to boil it and extract the water from that. Some people throw away the moss after they boil it. Some people use it raw and blend it, and I'm gonna use it raw today. I'm just gonna dump everything in my blender, and what you're gonna get from this is gelatin like gel, and then you can use that gel to add to your smoothies and to all your mixes, drinks. If you want to thicken up a sauce that you're making on the stove, all these things, the sea moss works perfectly well with that. All right, so I let me tell you, I did wash this for about 3 or 4 times, because again, this is from the sea, so there may be debris in there, or little dirt, little particles, little, you have to clean up your sea moss. So you have to wash your sea moss thoroughly, and you just take your hands when you just put it in the water. It immediately starts to soften. You take your hands and shake out the dirt and rinse and shake and rinse. Then you pick your sea moss, to make sure that there are not little impediments in it, any little thing in it. So you pick the sea moss, and then you put it to soak. So the first process is to clean your sea moss thoroughly, and the second process is to put it to soak. You may want to put a lime in the sea moss if you so choose, otherwise you don't have to. I had this in some ginger water, and only because ginger was there, and I put it in the ginger water. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do now is just to add my sea moss to my blender. Alright, because what I'm gonna do with this sea moss is I'm gonna basically use the sea moss raw. Alright, so once you add your sea moss to your blender, I want to show you guys this. This is a nutmeg. Alright, this is a nutmeg, and if you notice on the nutmeg there's an outer film. Alright, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna add this to my sea moss. These little pieces of nutmeg, they packed a whole bunch of flavor. Alright, so I'm gonna add that to my sea moss. Let me just wash it off real quick. Alright, so wash it off and just add it to my sea moss. This is that is like a flesh of the nutmeg pit. See it right there? And usually it is red. All right. Then the next thing I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add some vanilla to my sea moss. And most people may not want to add vanilla, but you can add it. All right. You can just, it's up to you to flavor your sea moss how you want. All right. So let me just add the vanilla. All right. And remember, vanilla packs a whole lot of flavor, guys. So be careful the amount that you use. Yeah, I'm not using that much, maybe about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of vanilla. Yeah, a tablespoon of vanilla. And I'm also adding some Angostora's bitters, and about the same. Yeah, some people will say, don't, you can't add them something to sea moss, but yeah, my sea moss, virgin. My sea moss. Alright, so add some bitters, and then now I'm gonna add some water. Alright. And when you're adding water, guys, I'm using some filtered water here. When you're adding your water, just add enough to cover the sea moss. Don't put too much. Alright? Because you want to make a jelly. Right? A sea moss gel. That's what you're making. So if you add too much, you're going to mess it up. Yeah. Alright. So from there now, you want to turn on your blender. And I'm gonna put it on high, and I'm just gonna start blending. And you're gonna see the sea moss dancing up and down, but you need to blend this out and blend it to the point where it is totally smooth. Don't stop until it gets totally smooth. All right, guys. And then you can see where there are little bits of sea moss unblended. I'm gonna tip a little bit more water to just help with the blending, and blend again, because you don't want it to be too thick. All right, it's gonna be naturally, it's gonna come to a place where it gets thick. By the time you put this down a couple minutes, it's gonna get thick. You smell the vanilla? It smells so nice, don't it? Yeah. Okay guys, look at this. I've been blending this now for a couple minutes, and look at the texture. Look at the texture. It's thick already, guys. I'm gonna reach nowhere. I'm just check it to see if many bits and pieces come up, and then you want to blend it smoothly. It smells so nice with the vanilla. I am not sweetening it, I'm just flavoring it. But the vanilla and the bitters has done an awesome job of flavoring it. And look at the back of the spoon, it's actually coating the spoon as it is. How you use this, guys, is in your smoothies, you just add a teaspoon, a tablespoon. It's gonna come out in the form of a dollop because of the fact that this is gonna get super thick. Worse when you put it in the fridge to chill, it's gonna get super thick. But you just want to add 2 dollops or 2 tablespoons of this to any smoothie that you're making, or any type of drinks that you're making. If you want to use it in little gravy to make your gravy thick, it can go in your porridge, it can go in whatever. And the thing about it is, this is said to have over 90 of the 100 and odd minerals and vitamins that you need for your daily vitamin intake. It is full of iron. It is full of potassium. It has magnesium. It has all the things that make you feel good. All the minerals that make you feel good in it. And so, guys, I am 100% recommending this. Let me pour it out in a bottle. And how you store it? You're gonna store it in a glass bottle. In your refrigerator. That is too small. Alright, make up try. will last in our refrigerator for just about a week and a half. You know, it can last a little bit longer than that. But yeah, I like the fact that I soaked it in ginger, and so it's like it take the whole of the ginger flavor. You know. But there you have it, guys. There you have it. Our sea moss gel. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Good feel. Healthy and all these things. Yes. Say you like it. Say you like it.
I like it. I like it.
Once again, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yardie Belly TV is on. And as I said, this is an impromptu one. I didn't get to show you the raw state, but I'm going to go and do some more research and come right back to you with another of this awesome sea moss gel. All right? So, guys, big up on yourself. And remember, live and laugh, cook and eat. Big up on yourself. And I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna make some juice same time. So here I have some banana and I'm adding a little piece of aloe vera to this. And guys, you need to have some aloe vera at your house. I put some oats and I also put some moringa powder. I used some Ceylon cinnamon. I used cacao powder, a couple dates, and I have also some peanut butter. I have also a couple moringa pods. I have also, let me see what else may have in it. Of course, you know I have to add my sea moss gel to this, and I'm gonna use some almond milk, you know, and just blend up something real quick. And guys, you can add a Guinness to this if you want, or anything you mind telling to add, you know, you can add to this and make it into something crazy. I have some flaxseed in it, I have some chia seeds in it, and guys, I am making a quick smoothie for breakfast with this and my sea moss gel. I'm also gonna add some of this cold brew coffee in it. The coffee has almond milk, so the sugar content is way reduced, and it also has some cocoa powder in it as well. So I'm gonna use that to make my protein shake. Yes. And remember, guys, sea moss gel and sea moss in general has 92 of the 102 minerals, essential minerals that your body needs. It helps with a host of different ailments. So yeah, make some sea moss today, man. Especially now that you might be home in quarantine, make some sea moss. Hey, look how the thing look on the thing. Yardie Belly TV, guys, check it out, man. Sea moss, smoothie, and everything. Live and laugh, cook and what? Eat. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all these things. Remember. And I'm just putting some coconut flakes on top, make it look sort of nice-ish. Yeah, it look good to me. Or it look to you? Please drop a comment in the comment box and tell me how you make your sea moss, and let me know if I am doing it right, and if it, well, this tastes good, me not tell no lie.